Hello investors. Many of you, whenever you analyze a business, focus a lot on things like PE ratio, promoter holding, FII, DII holding, and so on. But you all completely ignore one most important thing, and that is the investor presentation. So in today's short video, we will learn how to read a company's investor presentation. We will study the investor presentation of a very interesting business, Goldiam International, and with its help, I'll also teach you how to analyze a business using only its investor presentation. So let's get started quickly. To access any company's investor presentation, you have to come on screener.in. If you want, you can also access them through sites of NSE or BSE, but obviously it is much more sorted here at Screener. Then here we will search for Goldiam International. We will scroll down and you can see on the right hand side it is written con calls. Just click on whichever latest PPT you see here. Now in front of us is the Q4 FY25 investor presentation of Goldiam International. This document has 30 pages, but please don't be scared after seeing all this. Out of this, hardly 10 pages are useful to us. The rest of the pages contain other information which is not of much use to us as investors. So don't worry at all. This is very easy and it will get done very quickly. Like this video is barely of 10 minutes itself. So you see how quickly you can analyze a business. Now we will scroll down and we will come to page number 16. And here, first of all, we will understand the company's business. So it is written here that Goldiam deals in natural diamonds and lab-grown diamonds, which are also known as LGDs. And it also sells jewelry made from these diamonds. Mainly, it is an export business. They supply natural diamonds and LGDs to jewelry retailers and wholesalers across the world. But if you look here, it is written that their main focus is the USA. And actually right now, even though it is not written here, around 80 to 90% of their sales come from the USA. That's why just 2 months ago, when there was all this Trump tariffs drama going on, Goldiam's stock was very volatile. Anyway, things have settled down therefore now, so there's no need to worry. Apart from this, Goldiam, you will see here. So Goldiam also has lab-grown jewelry stores in India under the name Origem, which they have recently opened. Now going forward, we can see India's contribution in their sales too. Here, let me tell you a little bit about lab-grown diamonds. Maybe some of you might not be aware or some of you might be aware of them. So lab-grown diamonds are also diamonds. But while natural diamonds are naturally found and mined, LGDs are scientifically created in labs, but they are just as shiny, durable and strong as natural diamonds. Where a natural diamond may cost you 3.5 lakh rupees, the lab-grown one can be bought for just 50,000 rupees. The price difference is very huge. The demand for LGDs is rising rapidly in the USA and other developed countries. For example, in America, 36% of wedding rings are there now made of lab-grown diamonds. In India too, as more and more people are becoming aware, LGD's adoption is slowly increasing. So we have completed the most difficult part of understanding the business and the industry. Now let's quickly understand Goldiam's business segments. If you look here, around 80% of Goldiam sales now come from lab-grown jewelry. Until last year, only 50 to 55% of sales came from this segment, meaning over time, their business has changed significantly. Earlier, Goldiam only dealt in natural diamonds, but now they are shifting their focus towards LGDs and they are selling through stores as well as online, meaning their sales channels are diversified. On the next page, their realizations are given. If you look here, realizations or margins from LGDs are higher than natural diamonds. LGDs have an EBITDA margin of 25%. In natural diamonds, the margins are around 15%. So LGD is a more profitable business. Besides this, since lab-grown diamonds are cheaper than natural ones, customers buy higher carat jewelry for the same price. That's another reason why LGD realization is higher. Moving on, I told you earlier, they are opening lab-grown jewelry stores in India now. So they have included photos of their stores here. You can see they have stores in Mumbai. For example, they have a store in Borivali. There's also one in Andheri and Bandra each. Then there is one near Mumbai airport too. So these are Goldiam's three businesses: supply of natural diamonds to foreign companies, supply of LGDs, and their newest segment, which is own lab-grown jewelry stores here in India. Now let us scroll back up in the investor presentation. The company's results are given here. If you want, you can study from here, or there might be a table somewhere too. Let me just take a look. Yeah, so we'll look at this table. Here are the Q4 results, meaning 3 months results from January to March, and the results for full year FY25. They are also given. In Q4, sales have grown by 33%. For the full year, sales have grown by 30%. This means Goldiam is a fast-growing jewelry business. Then if you look here, in FY25, the gross margin has increased from 33.8% to 36.1%. EBITDA margin has increased from 20.8% to 22.4%. In Q4, margins have remained roughly the same. Now, I want to bring your attention to something very interesting here. The company's employee expenses, meaning staff salaries and related expenses, have increased by 120% in Q4 to 13 crore rupees. This is actually a good thing. It tells us that company is planning for growth ahead. And for that, they are hiring people and building a team in advance, because you have to hire people beforehand, right? Growth, sales, profits, all that comes later. And finally, if you see, the company's profit has grown by around 30%. For the full year, net profit margin has remained around 15%. In Q4, margins are a bit lower, only around 11 to 12%. That's because this is their weak season, as most of the sales in USA get done by Christmas and New Year. Now see, this presentation was released after the fourth quarter. Companies usually announce their results 4 times a year, and often along with these quarterly results, they also release investor presentations. But it's not necessary that all companies will release such presentations. Many businesses actually don't. However, if you are a serious investor or if you have a big portfolio, then you need to keep checking these results and presentations every 3 months. You have to make sure that nothing is wrong in any of your portfolio business, or if results are good, that can also be an opportunity that whether you should buy more or not. I know many people say just that you have to buy and hold for the long term, or they keep saying things like I'm a long term investor and all that rubbish. But it doesn't work like that actually. You see, you can hold the company for long term only if it keeps showing good results quarter after quarter, year after year. But then there are so many companies in the market, more than 4,000, I guess. So it becomes very difficult for any retail investor or any common investor to keep a track of all of them. That's why we have created a personal WhatsApp community for serious investors, where we closely track more than 100 good quality stocks. We cover their business models, valuation, risk factors, how their results have been, everything in great detail. Here, I also share my own portfolio, and I am there for you to clear all your doubts on one-to-one level. But yes, we do not give any buy or sell calls on any stock. We are not SEBI registered. My job, as I see, is only to provide you with correct and complete information on stocks. If you are interested, then you can send me a WhatsApp message on this number. Otherwise, we also have given a link in the description. You can message us through that link. And remember, this is a paid community with a monthly fee of just 850 rupees. Meaning, for just 850 rupees per month, you are getting to know about so many good quality businesses. And yes, there are two plans, 6,000 rupees for 6 months and 10,000 rupees for a full year plan. In 6-month plan, your per month cost will be 1,000 rupees, and in the annual plan, your per month cost will be just 850 rupees. So if you are interested, you can contact us using the link below and you can join the community. Now let us quickly come back and take a look at the last few things. Although I have already told you, but you can see again here that the company was started in 1970, and it only dealt in natural diamonds. Then from 2015, it started working on LGDs. They have also acquired a business called Eco-Friendly Diamonds, which is into LGD manufacturing. So they have some in-house manufacturing, and they also purchase LGDs from other manufacturers. Now let us scroll down a bit. Here it says that Goldiam is a debt-free company. It currently has a strong cash balance of 288 crore rupees, which they will probably use to open more Origem stores going forward. And if you see here, this is a high return business. The company's ROE is above 15%, and Goldiam is debt free. That also means that if they had debt, their ROE could have been much higher. In the end, whatever we have learned from this investor presentation, now we can all relate back on a screener. So you see here, the market cap is around 4,000 crore rupees, which means Goldiam is a small cap stock. The business is growing at nearly 30% rate and currently trades at a PE of 33. Return ratios are good, and FII and DII holding have also slightly increased. So this is how you can easily understand any business just by reading its investor presentation. Or if you want everything easily in one place, so you don't have to put in so much effort, then for that you can join our community where we keep posting updates on best stocks. Now before leaving, I'll give you an interesting question. Okay, if you know the answer, do write it in the comments. So here is the question. Which listed Tata company is entering the lab grown diamond segment? Tell me in the comments if you know the answer. And yes, if you liked this video or if you learned something valuable today, then do give me a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to our channel Simpli Stocks. I will see you in the next video. Happy investing.